It's time for mailbag. Got a stack of stuff here. Let's get into it. See what's in this one. It's like 2 boxes stuck together. Might have to be interesting opening this one up. We'll see. Oh, if I can get it out. There you go. Kimtech Wipes. That's weird. Oh. Anyway, someone suggested that I get these, and I know these are quite popularly used in electronic circles. It's basically like paper towels in a way, but they're lint free. I'll give them a go. There we go. Here's some coming out. So these are like paper towels. So I'll give them a go. I mean, they definitely feel very different to anything else I've already got. Looks promising. I'll give them a try at some point in the future. Links to everything down below. Okay, that's interesting packaging. Throughout. It's a selection of USB ports. There's a few different ones in here. It's not quite what I was expecting. It'd be loose like this, but so you've got USB 2s, yes. I'm not sure how many different styles there are in here. There's a few different ones, I think. Looks like it. This is for a repair I was going to do for someone, and I already sort of showed this. Well, they weren't quite the right ones. I think it is this one here that I need. Pretty sure. So I guess we'll find out. It could also be a different one. This one's slightly different. It could be this one. Yeah, anyway, we'll find out. There'll be a video on that in the future. Yeah, so these will be used for a repair video, which you'll see in the future. I'm doing it's a power bank, and the suspicion is that the socket isn't working very well on it because it can't seem to handle power properly on one socket. So it looks like it's a bad port. I did kind of look at it already, but I didn't have the right parts, and I did buy some parts, but they weren't the right ones, it turned out. Hopefully one of these is the right one. Don't forget to support my new channels as well, very important. So I've got this channel here. If you've been here before, well, you haven't been here before and you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. I've also got my review channel, which hasn't got any reviews on there yet, but I can't do that until I get enough people following it. So make sure you go and subscribe to my review channel. I've also got my main channel, if you're not familiar with that one. That's the link down below as well. Defpom Electronics Repairs. And there's also my dashcam video channel. Which I don't tend to publicise. It just kind of sits there, and every once in a while I'll upload some video to it. I've had some videos I've had like 18,000 views and stuff like that, so it's been quite good that way. No money from it because I haven't got enough subscribers, so if you're interested in dashcam videos, maybe go and check out my dashcam video too. There's links down below in the description for most of my channels. If you go to my main page on any of my channels, there'll be a channel list of all my channels linked together. So all my channels will be listed, and you just go to one of those and do it that way if you're interested. Let's try and get in this bag. This isn't cutting. Yeah, do it that way. Wow. It is one chip. Just one? That can't be right. OP177. Curious, why only buy one? That's weird. Yeah, so this is for my project which I've been working on, my voltage divider. My new revision is going to have potentially different op amps on it. This is one of the ones I'm looking at. Check out that video when it comes out on my other channel. And subscribe to it. And what's this? Okay, these are, if I can read it, hold on, can you read it? Maybe, if we get the light on it just right. B1413 is it? I'm going to get to take it. Try again. Here, B1413N. I think these were LED drivers for like level displays. If I remember rightly, that's what these were for. These are for CB radios. Some CBs use those displays for signal meters. I realised I only had one left, so I thought I'd get some. Whether these will work or not, I don't know. From AliExpress, who knows? It could be fake, but it could be real. Don't know. They're not very expensive. So links down below for those. It's a barcode scanner. Apparently. Yes, it's a barcode scanner. I did buy one. Because I don't have one, and I kind of wanted to play around with one really. There's potential to use a barcode scanner for some projects. Unfortunately, they're all marked in Chinese. Well, mostly marked as Chinese. So there's all the different formats you can do. Scan some of those barcodes. You probably can scan them with your phone actually, whilst you're watching the video. Interesting. It's probably nothing more than a bunch of numbers anyway. Curious. Here it is. It's a USB powered one. What's this for? Oh, USB port. Oh, that's right, it's wireless too. So you plug. Ooh, get powered up. Hold on. Just scan something. Hey, it's scanned. Cool. So, yeah, rechargeable and wireless. So you also use this to connect it together. So it's a Bluetooth device basically. So what it does, it acts like a keyboard. So you can plug this into your computer, it will simulate a keyboard, and wherever the cursor happens to be, it will type in what's on here. We're going to give it a try, see if it actually works. So here's a screenshot of my computer and scanner. Now what this actually does, as I just found out, is these barcodes have different features. So open, close, NCR, NTAB, NCRLF, in none. So it's obviously doing certain things. All time set, all time 1 or something. On the back here, so you've got power off, restore, easy pairing, battery. Anyway, it's to battery, turn it on. Battery percent, 20%. See that? It's right up here. There you are, scan it again. 20%. Version. Where's the version information? Easy pairing, I don't know what it does. No idea. Cancel that. Restore. Guess that restores original settings or something. Open. Don't know what it does. Close. Don't know. NCR. Need to be a certain distance away. NTAB. NCRF. In none. I don't know what these are all doing. Time set. Time. Oh, there we go. All time 04. That one there. 05. So it's obviously got a whole bunch of features on here which I've got no idea what these are doing. Total counters, 0. Interesting. Memory. There's a barcode. There we go. Numbers in there. Next barcode. Come on. This one I had trouble with actually. I had trouble getting this one to read before. There we go. It did go, but it wasn't very happy about it. Maybe it's because it's low contrast or something, but yeah, it scans, it works. That's how it works. It just types in text. Yeah. Okay, I figured out these now, what these are doing. So these are like options for the scanner. So when I was playing around with this, I ended up, each time I scanned it, it would be on the same line. Thinking, well, it wasn't doing that before. Before it was doing on a new line each time. And you could choose how it does line endings. Ending on a tab, ending on CRLF, ending on CR. So if I do end on tab, like that, and I scan, say, one of these barcodes on this thing, that is actually jumping line still. If I do CR, that's still jumping lines. It's doing 2 lines each time. A proper manual would be nice. I don't know. Yeah, quick start, guys. Not really much of a quick start, is it? End none. Scan again. That's all going on the same line now. So, curious. If I do a restore, because that starts with factory settings, scan it. That's now doing 1 per line again. So, it works. Cool. Should just charge it up really, shouldn't I? Put it on charge, it's doing about 0.6 of an amp right now. Okay, moving on, next thing. It appears to be capacitors. You haven't seen this for a while, so why is a capacitor? Reason being is I've been repairing some stuff recently. I needed some capacitors and I realised my stock was dwindling a little bit. So what do I have here? 10 microfarad. There's one I'm waiting for to fix a piece of gear. 47 2.2 microfarad. Those aren't the ones I'm waiting for. Of course I could have just read the invoice, but you know, why have that easy choice? I'm going to check out my playlist as well for various videos I've done in the past. Lots of videos there, hundreds and hundreds of them. If you haven't seen my stuff before, if you've only recently found my channel, you'll see I've got lots of stuff there to choose from. So this is obviously a Mailbag channel, there's not much on this one yet. But you've got the playlist which show my previous Mailbags. They're available. And there's also, obviously my main channel, that's where the hundreds of videos actually are. So you want to check those out if you like repairs and stuff. TinySA, there you go, so nice to focus. Yeah, so I saw someone had one of these. I hope that looks interesting. let's get one. Now this is actually, this is even better. Now this is purchased from Amazon. I use my Amazon vouchers to buy that, and the Amazon vouchers come from people buying things from my Amazon store. I get an affiliate commission for that. So if you buy things from my Amazon store, I get vouchers, and I can use them to buy things like this, or other little gadgets to look at. So I don't know, I might have a bit more of a detailed look at this on my main channel at some point. And so you've got the antenna there, and little link and cables, and a USB cable, the USB to USB-C cable. I don't have any USB to C devices. There's a little pick thing there to do the screen. There's a USB micro to standard USB as well, interestingly. And this is a USB-C device. Right, I'm not going to look at it now? No, I'm not going to look at it now. Or should I? Oh, yeah, okay. Let's have a quick look. Let's see if we can turn it on. I guess it's a power switch. Looks like it. Spectrum Analyzer. So the question is, how do I use this thing? It's probably very similar to a lot of these other things. So frequencies, let's go frequency, stop frequency, let's go 3 gig. Can I do that high? I don't know what the frequency range was on this thing now. 350 meg I think is the max I can do actually. 350. That's what it's saying, 350. So relatively low frequency. Let's pull the cover off. Oh, you missed it. My hand's in the way. That's not good. Oh, do it again. Just for your benefit. Yeah. Everyone loves that bit. So 350 megahertz is a little bit of a limitation. If that's actually what it can do. I don't actually know. Let's do 500 megahertz. Maybe let's ignore it. Oh, we said no. 500 meg. Okay. That's just 350. So it might be limited to 350 megahertz. I don't actually remember what this thing did now. I actually completely forgotten. It's got high frequency, low frequency. That's right, now I remember now. It had a setting on there for high and low bandwidth. So this is the low range. I need to use the high range to get the higher frequency. Let me figure this out. Okay, found it. So let's go in here. This menu here. Mode. So you want to use high input. Now we can do high frequency. Now I think it was 1 gigahertz maximum. I don't remember. So let's go and look at frequency. Right, let's do 2 gigahertz. Going to do 2 gig. No, 960 is the max. Right, so 960 megahertz is the maximum. Now what I actually thought about this for was, when I'm working at events, is I could check for any ambient interference, because I know what frequency bands I'm using, what channels I'm using, and I need to make sure that there's no conflicting interference which could potentially affect that equipment. So this is why I got this actually, so I could take it to events. So if I do say, let's go 800 megahertz. There you go, it's doing 800, 960 now, so to make the stop much lower, let's go 900 megahertz max. Just stick an antenna on this. When you screw things in, don't spin the whole thing, only ever spin the nut. Otherwise you wear the connector out. Right. Now what can this pick up? Got an antenna on there. So it's getting a whole lot of noise, as you can see there. So it's found a whole bunch of noise. Nothing like trying to get reflected screens on camera. So there's a whole bunch of stuff around 900 megahertz right now, which is curious because I don't actually know what's supposed to be there, because what's there? There's nothing there. Well, that particular band looks like the 868 megahertz band actually, but there's nothing in this area, so I'm surprised about those frequencies being so prevalent. Curious. So already told me something. There's some radio interference in this area. So now down the span, it's now doing 860 to 880 megahertz, and you can see, so that makes it 870 in the middle, so it's all above 870. So there must be some kind of radio equipment which is doing 870 megahertz. And if I move my hand out of the way and stand it back a little bit, that's what we're getting now. Very interesting. It's like a double sideband at 875. So that's perfect. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want it for. This is this kind of thing when I'm at site. I can then check for any interference in the area with a nice little portable device. Really easy. That's brilliant. Very happy with that. So the links down below for this tiny spectrum analyzer. It does exactly what I wanted it to do. It's brilliant. Oh, this is going to cut, is it? What is it about these bags? Can't cut. It's too easy though. This time I'm going to read the invoice. Right, that makes sense. Excellent. I'm glad those arrived. So there's a 5 volt 0.1 amp SOT 89 voltage regulators. These are the LD2981A BU50TR for those that are playing along at home. So 5 of those in each bag. So I've got 10 of these in stock now. These are for my project again, my voltage divider. I've had to modify the design to allow for a built-in voltage regulator, because when I did the build, which you would have seen maybe if you follow the other channel, I did the voltage divider build and I did it into the case and I put a 7805 regulator in, that sort of stuff. So I've actually modified the design, and that is now on the board itself. I've used a small device, SOT 89, because that's what it needs. It's really low current. And I think these were low dropouts as well. Yeah, these says so right there, LDO, low dropout regulators. That's good. More headroom. Excellent. I'll get to this in a minute. Let's do another RS package first, eh? If I can find the inside of it. Here we go, a bit more successful this time. What are these ones? Op Amps. ADA4077-1ARZ. So these are SO8 packages, or SOICs, whatever you want to call it, both the same. So again, options for my op amp system on my voltage divider board. The original op amp I used on that board was a TL081. The reason I chose that particular op amp is because it's got offset adjustments. Now the op amps I purchased recently, which are here, the OP177 and this other one that's just arrived. One of those still has offsets, but it's got better precision, and one doesn't have an offset option, but it's really high precision. So these are better quality. I think maybe that is the better one there with no offsets on it. This had high precision op amp, but it still has offsets, I believe. And I was going to just give them a go and see how they worked, because if they work well, that might be worth doing. But I think one of them was like $15 for each one or something like that. It's a horrendous price. So I think it was this one here was the more expensive one. So, but if I can do it without having to use a trimmer and it just works, then that'd be great. But you've got to keep your options open. And it's some more of these buttons. I've shown these a few times now. I'm not going to go over it again. Just have buttons for membrane keyboards. You just, press them and they press two membranes together. I thought I'd bought some like flat ones which dead flat with nothing but a little dimple in the centre, but no, these are the same as the other ones. I don't know why I've got so many at the same. I don't know. Oh well, I've got loads of them now. Right, last thing, I know what's in here. This is from PCBway, as you'll see in a second. So this is a sponsorship item, so thank you very much PCBway for providing these to me at no cost. PCBway are very good at sponsoring me and looking after me. And if I need something made, they'll do it, no problems at all. They've been very happy with the service and their support. So thank you very much, PCBway. So here we go, some more stickers. This comes in a little bag, interesting. And a pen. I wonder what's in the bag this time. Curious. So this is the new version of the voltage divider, which you'll be seeing on the other channel once I actually go around to build it. I think I've got all the parts actually. I probably can do it soon. So this is a very different version. The previous version had discrete resistors, which you could source yourself and just very easily build if you wanted to copy the design. Use my files on the Patreon page for the original one. The very first version is available on Patreon, so you can just download the Gerbers and get your boards made yourself. Not a problem. Using PCBway, of course. And so that is the very first version. I did a version with the trimmer on it with the offset adjustment, which I showed and I actually built into the case, which I'll grab. This one here. This is the one I built. That's on the main channel. I showed that being built. And this version is very similar, but instead of using discrete resistors, it's using precision resistors, as in expensive precision resistors. So just so you can see, I've marked it as ADA4077 and the TL081, which is what I used before, and the OP177F. Alright, so up here I've got a marking as well saying, do not install the trimmer for the AD4077. So that's one which doesn't require the offset adjustment, but obviously the OP177 still does require offset. So what I was going to do, I was going to build one using the ADA4077 with no offset adjustment on it and see how that came out. And here is the other bit which is mentioned, the resistors. Now these should fit, don't know, it's a bit of a difference. So in this box here, show me I've got the right box, yes I have, are some precision resistors. Now I've got this type here, which is a rather expensive $100 part. It's $120, something like this, for this particular part is expensive. So 1001 high precision resistor network. So it's got 2 resistors on there, and it does a 1001 ratio when you get them linked up correctly. So this will mount on this board. Also, so will this type, which is what I'm probably more likely to build, because I already have a 1000:1 with this thing. That's a 1001 ratio. But I'm probably going to build it anyway just to try it out and see if it actually works. And this is the other one I'm going to use, 17776C681. There is actually a better version of this which I thought I'd bought, but it turns out no I didn't. The 6815 is more precise. So I may even buy some of those if I can, we'll see. This is what was available on the site, so maybe it's all I could get was this one. I don't actually remember now. But this is a decade resistor. So this will do divide by 10. 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 I think it was. So, and it's also 1400 volts max rated, so this could also take the power. I think it's 1400 watts, or it might be 1000, I can't remember. This should also be capable of going on this board. So I've done both footprints on this board, so I should be able to use either resistor. So we've got the big 1000:1 ratio resistor goes there, and the smaller resistor goes here in those pins, and in theory that will work. Now these resistor legs here, they go out to these pins over here. Can't see it on the other side. So those just come out to here to these footprints, and that then means I can hook up a switch to these. You can use links if you want a fixed value, but you can put a switch in, and that will then divide by certain ratios. So if you know if you want a 10:1 or 100:1, you could switch it and have an external switch and divide which ratio you want, potentially anyway. So yeah, that's that. There'll be a video on that when I get to do it. Make sure to subscribe, click the bell icon, very important since this is a new channel. I need all the help I can get to get the channel moving. The more subscribers I get, the sooner I can get monetization, and the sooner I stop losing money from having this as a separate channel. So help me out, subscribe. And hopefully as well, I'm suspicious about this aspect, videos getting flagged as not for kids on this channel, right? Even though everything's set up correctly to be for adults. So if it says to you that it's not for kids and you can't click the bell icon and stuff like that, that may be due to not having enough subscribers and being too new a channel. There might be like a month's grace or something, I don't know. Because you can't do anything for a month after the channel's been created. So yeah, bear with me with that one. Hopefully in time that bell icon can be clicked, and then you can click that icon and get notifications. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe, because at least then it will appear in your subscription list at the very least. Right, that's enough waffling I think about stuff to do with YouTube and the way they work, or the way they don't work rather. So links for all these things down below. This little spectrum analyzer looks pretty cool. I'm very pleased I got that. Yeah. Anyway, there'll be a video on this voltage divider project. It'll be the last video. This one will be the last one when that one comes out on my main channel. And alright, I'll catch you later. Bye.